Hello everyone, this is the Prussian Prince with another Hearts of Iron 4, the Great War Let's Play episode as Italy. Oh yes, it is all about Italy as we are trying to prepare for war. Yeah, there's lots to do. We are clearly recruiting a bunch of divisions, but unfortunately we're lacking the support equipment and motorized. Like, we're lacking plenty of motorized and support equipment, so that has to get fixed. As you can see, we are trying our best to do it. Not working as well as we would like it to go, I guess. So, yeah. Okay, let's see.
Ordini?
Yeah, sorry, it was not focused on the game for a second. I was getting some messages and I had to reply. Anyway, now that we are here, we can actually take a look at research and keep things rolling. Getting the static positioning, and we've got insufficient resources. Insufficient what resources, though? I really can't see. It looks like everything is a surplus. Oh, looks fixed, I guess. We are, however, fortifying Sicily, which is a good thing, but now I gotta invest in civilian. Getting 2 civilian factories over 2 mill factories, why not, you know? It's eventually gonna help me more. Now, we got the airship bomber training. Let's go for bomb sighting now as well. Gonna go on speed 4, because otherwise makes things more difficult, so to speak. Okay. Because on speed 5, things are more difficult to click and stuff, is what I mean. Okay, so Chief of Air Force. How about close air support stuff? Decisive battle? No. Tank designer. Mobilization. Limited exports. Can't really buff this up, unfortunately. And there's no real better guy here, so to speak. Maybe this guy eventually, but I don't want to do that. I like civilian factories, so I'll keep them. Anyway, tanks. Wait, let's pause. I'm gonna go for... yeah, go for the tank designer. 3 factories. Looks like we are going to have to make more military factories, which is fine. Like, it's no big deal. We need to get more factories. Yeah, this is a problem that we don't have as many factories as the others, but that's fine. Because we're about to build loads of them. Quite literally loads of them. And we have like a lot more. Actually, they still have more civies than us. Civ factories, that's what I mean by civies. Right, we can go for the counter-offensive. That's always a good thing. We've almost got the improved oil drilling. That's okay, but we also want the trenches. I'm not quite sure why we haven't researched the trenches, but here we go. Alright, Serbia, White Peace, the Ottoman Empire, the Treaty of... well, there you have it. London. The Balkan League took advantage of the weakness of the Ottomans and forced them to concede some territories. It's a victory for the Balkan League and maybe the end of the Ottoman Empire. The Balkan League is victorious. That it is. Improved oil drilling, that's a good thing. Let's go for trench excavation. It's also pretty darn important. Going to continue moving across. We do need more motorized. As you can see here, there's a bunch of motorized that is like actually missing, so I'm gonna try and assign more factories once I can get them. We're making too much infantry right now, so that's fine. I'm gonna, well, actually, do we need that much motorized? Maybe not, but yeah, we're producing quite the support equipment though, but I wouldn't say, like, I'm not sure if that's really enough, but you know, that's like having 1 line of support equipment could be pretty good, especially because there's like a 5th support equipment that we do eventually want to add, and we're not sure about like which one it should be. It's either gonna be, well, actually it's probably gonna be field hospital, so yeah, we're gonna research that one when we can. We're improving our artillery models, which is great, but we cannot improve these models. Okay, we have invested in civilian factories, always a good thing. We can now recognize Albania, I guess, or prepare for war. Gives us so much stuff though. Recognize Albania. You know what? That is fine. But how about we prepare for war? Oh, it does require all of that. So there you go. It requires one of the following. So I guess we could go for this. Okay, so that requires Treaty of Bucharest. And then it requires anti-German policy, right? And anti-Austria-Hungary policy. Okay, well that's fine. Claim German Africa, yeah. It's gonna be important as well. We'll join the Entente later on, though. For now, I guess we can recognize that one. And prepare for war is not bad, but we'll do that later. It's not completely necessary right now, so just recognize Albania then. We can totally do that. And there's a lot more land doctrines to go by. Let's see. Doctrine effort. Actually, there's like 3 of those buffs we can do. So yeah, we've definitely got enough time for that, I would say. Now, here we go. We've got the industrial concerns going. It's a lot of good stuff that we've got going on here. And the fleet designer, meh. I don't think that's a good idea. This guy is better though. So we will get him when we can. And it's getting later and later in 1913. Soon it's getting to the point where we might actually have a war on our hands, you know, guys? Like, that's going to be actually crazy. That is going to be crazy.
Pronto all'azione.
Nice job with the military factories. We're building more and more and more of them. We got so many military factories. There's one more that we need here, and we'll be done with those. This is actually fantastic. What can I say? We need one more of those, and then we have a free military factory. It's just brilliant. But actually, we do need more sport equipment. That's like a fact. Bulgaria has declared war on Serbia. Well, there's that. The Second Balkan War. Bulgaria was not happy with the results of the Balkan War. Despite being promised large amounts of territory, Serbia and Greece turned out to be completely unwilling to give up the Bulgarian claims in Macedonia. In response, Bulgaria began an invasion of Serbia with a surprise attack, and then themselves were surprised to find a Greco-Serbian alliance had brewed for this exact situation. Bulgaria is in a tough position. Could this ruin the stability of the region forever? Here we go again. Yes, here we go again for sure. That's gotta get fixed. And we are continuing across with more construction. Gotta get more of those buildings built. We do have the tank designer though, which is good. But if you look at the tanks, yeah. Wait, what's happening with this? Or Bulgaria, I think. Yeah. Yeah. So, Romanian intervention. Dobruja has been split between Romania and Bulgarian rule since the Congress of Berlin. The entire territory contains a near equal part Romanian and Bulgarian population with a mix of Turks as well. With Bulgaria swamped in its own war, who would stop Romania from taking the rest of the region? You know, that's quite correct. We just got like the next tech here, so keep going for it. It's great that we got that one. Siege artillery, again, like I said, I'm not too worried about that. I should really be getting the field hospital, though. That should be a great thing. Anyway, mass production. Something amazing is happening at the factory on Piquet Avenue. Henry Ford's ambitious desire to make an automobile affordable for any consumer has inspired the assembly line production scheme. Though the assembly line has been in use since as far back as Roman times, Henry Ford's clever use of moving conveyor belts, specialized machines, and more specifically skilled workers is close to making his dream a reality. I hope they have one in black. Yes, I do hope they have one in black, because I like black too. Alright, insufficient resources. What do we need? Well, clearly we need some wood here, but is it worth the one civilian factory? I don't know. We'll eventually need more as well anyway, so... Need all those military factories that we can get. I mean, there's way more that we need to produce as well, and our manpower is not looking as good as, honestly, I would want it to be. So, there you go. So,
Pronto.
let's see. Recognizing Albania, so that's gonna be pretty good. That is going to be pretty good. So, there's more to do here. August of 1913. Yeah, I love my military factories, honestly, but I need a lot more of those. So, ship designer, obviously the one that we will choose is going to be, well, no ship designer yet, but I'm gonna choose this guy. It's close air support, you know, might as well get something. Again, I do want to buff our fighters. The scout is like meh, I don't want to use it. Now I do want the better fighters though, like that's gonna be a thing, but because if we compare these two, which one is it shift or control? Jesus, there was a button. There it is, shift. Shift works. I wonder if control works though. No, it does not, so you have to shift click them, which is fine. But actually, if you click on one and then shift click the other, oh, it still works. Okay, so if we compare them, the triplane fighter. Wait, how could I move them together? That's weird. Oh, look, somehow they were moving together. Interesting. These windows. I don't know if that's a bug or if that's how it should work, but there we go. Strike plane fighter and early fighter. Alright. So, range of the early fighter, slightly better. It's already good. Service manpower, the same. Air defense, slightly better on the triplane. But air attack, better on the early fighter. Agility is nearly the same. Air superiority is the same. Naval attack, the same. Naval targeting, the same. Max speed, better on the early fighter 2. And reliability, the same. So, honestly, what can I say here? Kind of prefer the early fighter 2 because it doesn't lock you in. Well, actually, none of these locks you in. I just didn't see this, so I guess that being said, this is still a really tough call then. Yeah, it is a tough call because this one is cheaper, so I think early fighter 2, still early fighter 2 is probably better. I would, or like it really doesn't matter. The values are just so close between each other that it just, at the end of the day, it's not like the biggest difference or anything. They're very close. And we just got trench excavation, which is going to help massively. Now we can go ahead and improve our infantry weapons, but that's not going to be a thing that's going to be easy. Now if we look at the air again, all that stuff is 1915, so good luck getting it, I guess. In the meantime, though, this is 1914 stuff. But the armor here is 1913, so I guess might as well start researching it, you know? Might as well. Get that armor, but tank prototype, yeah. It's gonna be rough, because researching this, well, I do want heavies. Yeah, I want heavies, yeah. The production cost is really huge, but there we go, we have recognized Albania, so now we can do anti-Austria-Hungary policy. There's a lot of hyphens there, so to speak, so yeah. Anti-Austria-Hungary policy, okay. Counter-offensive, still a thing. It's gonna take us a very long time to research, but I do want my doctrines to be as good as possible. This commander here, And let's get Luigi Amadeo. He's only skill 2. Meanwhile, this guy here is also skill 2. So, Italian naval commanders, not particularly good as you see here. Okay. Ottoman Empire joined the Second Balkan War. Following the start of the Second Balkan War, the Ottoman Empire decided to take advantage of the situation to try to reclaim some of their lost lands to Bulgaria. The Ottoman Empire is at war with Bulgaria. Okay. So they have like no friends and they're getting destroyed. Or wait, no, Greece was... Wait, even Greece? Like, what is happening here? Yeah, Bulgaria is getting shreked. But I have some decent amount of units, actually. But yeah, like, they're really not gonna win this war. There's like absolutely no way. Especially because the Ottomans have like way more troops than they do. So yeah. Rip Bulgarians, they're gonna lose so much.
Pronto, signore.
They might even lose their entire country. We'll see how much like people actually decide to take. Or if there's like a scripted event for it. But wow, look at this. This is just like insane how quickly it's going. But yeah, we're doing the counteroffensive here. We're soon done, then we're gonna get the specific encirclement. And of course, there's like plenty more to get here. And yeah, I think that's officially going to be it. There's gonna be no more building slots whatsoever. Of course, the fort here is going to be very nice, but can we actually get it? It's 1916 technology. And you gotta get that one first anyway. So, trenches it's gonna be then.
Pronto, signore.
Gotta make trenches. Gotta make trenches. So. No, not one there. We're gonna start building them there. But that's fine. We're actually going to max out on the amount of factories in our nation, which is gonna be quite funny. Actually, are we though? There's a couple more that we can build there, so not quite maxed out yet. Not quite. But anyway, still more trenches to go. Actually, I do want to build them here, like I said. Yeah, this is a great place to build the trenches. Just in case it ever... like there's gonna be an engagement there. Like this line is where we hold for sure with trenches. So this is kind of weird. So there you go. Serbia, White Peace, Bulgaria. Okay, so stuff happened here. First flight across Mediterranean Sea. Today, the locals of Bizerta, Tunisia, noticed a strange flying object, which was revealed to be Roland Garros, a French professional pilot, and his Moraine Saulnier monoplane. This journey marks the first crossing of the Mediterranean Sea by air, an astounding landmark for the young science of aviation. Local sailors were reportedly not impressed. Really? Really? So what? It's just a fad. Not really. That's pretty cool, man. Treaty of Bucharest. The treaty was concluded in the aftermath of the Second Balkan War and amended the previous Treaty of London, which ended the First Balkan War. About 1 month later, the Bulgarians signed a separate border treaty, the Treaty of Constantinople, with the Ottomans, who had regained some territory west of the Enos-Median line during the Second War. Insufficient resources. How insufficient? Just a bit of extra steel. No problems. No problems here at all. We're still building a bunch of our military factories, which does make me happy, but I think, yeah, those do tend to take a while to produce, so yeah. And I don't know, but our field hospital is still not even close to done, so that does as well make me a bit sour, I guess you could say. But in regards to how many units we have here, we can call this the Western Theater. We can make sure that these guys are, you know, high priority. Eastern Theater. Yeah, that's the one that is necessary, you know. That is the best. Now.
Pronto, signore.
We just got that, which is great. So now we can acknowledge the treaty. There we go. We're gonna start acknowledging it. As we really should. Really? No. I don't know why we didn't get this one, but hey. Whatever. We could have gone on more civilian factories here, but I guess we kind of want to go for some claims before the war in Europe starts, you know. This is gonna give us some nice stuff, though, which we really should go for. But anyway, that's enough for now. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, follow me on social media. See you next time.